Hi everyone and welcome back. I got someone coming to see the Benelli today and I panicked a bit. I thought, hang on, I haven't resolved that starting issue. So I came down, I didn't fire it up. I went down, I pulled out the spark plug, gave it a clean, re-gapped it, cut away some of the cord, set it up, and it started first press of the button. So it's stone cold and it will start first press of the button. No revs, it doesn't need it. First press of the button and it's done. But I'm here waiting. This guy, he's not coming from far at all, but he's a bit vague about his timings, which really annoys me because I wanted to have a nap. But I thought I'll use this opportunity to have a look at the Diablo. I'll throw the battery in and we'll check if it's charging. The truth is, I want it not to be charging. I want to know that it probably needs a new stator, maybe even a regulator. So yeah, I kind of want it not to be charging, because last time I tested it, it was charging, except she had the drain issue, because that's why I was changing the starter. So I want to throw it in the battery, I want to put on the meter, I want it not to be charging. So let me pull it out, I'll tuck the battery in and we'll see what it is or isn't doing. If it's charging, there's an issue there. That means it's got a drain where it's draining battery even when it's not on, and that is going to be a right pain. I've had that before. I have no interest in that, but let's see what happens. So let's check this battery. It's on the bike, it's loaded. So 12.78. 12.78. Let's fire up. I want it to be lower. It sounds crazy. I want it to be lower because at least we know where the issue lies there. 12.78. That's a strong battery and it struggled to start. That's charging. That's a charging battery. That's a proper charging battery. How did it get down to 0 volts? There's a drain somewhere. Oh, it's a right pain. There's no heated grips on this. So I think that, in the past I've had a stator drain the battery really quickly, not necessarily not charging, but actually draining. But I think that rules out the stator, unless the stator can be still putting out charge and then draining. That wouldn't make sense. The regulator's working, because the regulator's working, it's charging. So how is it losing battery at any point? That doesn't make sense. What I'm tempted to do on this bike is put a voltage meter somewhere so that we can keep an eye on it when running. I want to see if it's staying at 13 when running or not.
2,000 years later.
So 2 days ago I tested this battery at 12.7 resting rate. and we're trying to see if there's a draw with the ignition off. So I expect it after 2 days to be quite close to the 12.7 still. Let's see what we get. $12.77, we're good, we're still up. We're still up. Yeah, happy with that. Yeah, so the battery sitting is fine. I'm going to leave it alone until Saturday, and then on Saturday I'm going to run the bike a few times up and down and idle it a few times and see if we draw any current in that way. It does appear that it's not draining battery unless it's running, and that really doesn't make sense, because when it's running it's charging at 12.7, 13.7 as a minimum. So issue there, and I don't quite know what the issue is at this stage. Hey everyone, I'm off to Orpington to pick up not one, not two, but 3 motorcycles. The SIP fans, they just about take 3. It's not the most appropriate way of doing it. You're squeezing them in, they're leaning on each other, they're scratching each other. I'm going to try and pad them out as best as I can, but I do have to collect all 3. It's kind of a it's an all or nothing deal, I think. So yeah, and also if I'm lucky like last time, I might get 3 fairly quick flips. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Tonight I could have done with not doing this, but the guy needs to, he's losing his garage, so I've got to go and do it. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a bulk of projects to have to work on. So just to finish that short vid I started last night, I picked up these 3 bikes. What a squeeze to get it in the fan it was. They need some work. That's good. I was worried originally that they didn't need enough work. This one's in a bad state. It's basically the bike I just sold in the lexmoto fixin' state. It probably needs a rear wheel and its spacings and the inner brake, but that's if the engine runs. I have no idea. This Oregon is nice. It's nice. I'm not sure what this is here. It's like someone put a sticker over it or something, but it's a nice bike. They normally ride well. And that is a King. Is it a Kimco King or something like that? Sing. At the moment, they're all a bit seized. They're all a bit dead. What key is this? That doesn't have a key at all. I don't know what key is what. I really don't know what the bikes do, if I'm being honest. That's fuel. Where's the ignition? Here it is. No power at all, okay. I didn't touch these bikes last night. I didn't turn the keys. I did absolutely nothing at all. I haven't even got the logbooks at this stage. What's this? Okay, so they do nothing at all. That's got a kickstart. That's good in case the battery's dead. That doesn't know actually. So yeah, it's these 2 condition-wise look like they could be fairly quick turnovers, maybe. That one not so much, but it also might be okay in the end. Just yeah, I don't know. And I've still got to find time to work on that as well. I need to do a battery check later today, see if it's drained any more while sitting. My guess is it hasn't. My guess is it's doing it while running, and that's an issue, a much harder issue to work out. Cool. So that's it. I'm looking forward to these 2. I think that seems to be in fairly good nick at this stage. My guess is this will polish up well, and they're both fairly good bikes. They're probably £850,000 bikes if they're in good running order.